Welcome to my recent releases series, and in this episode we're going to be looking at the MCU's answer to Suicide Squad, Thunderbolts. Like usual, I'm going to do this spoiler-free, so let's talk about the story. Thunderbolts follows our misfit mercenaries Yelena, John Walker, Ghost, Red Guardian, Taskmaster, and the Winter Soldier, who have to reluctantly work together in order to stop a new threat who's tearing up everything, known as the Sentry. Can they work together and stop this new threat while still proving they can be super without powers? Well, that's for you to see. Now, going into this movie, I was kind of skeptical how it would work, since the MCU's track record hasn't been the best the last few years. But I will say this, I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. It's definitely a step in the right direction in terms of quality, character, and a lot of the other things that just haven't been working quite as well lately, at least for the MCU. I like that this movie allows us to see these characters, these more anti-hero types, having to work together to stop a big threat that might be a little too big for them, and it also gives them a chance to be a bit more humanized, since we've only seen them in snippets here and there. Like John Walker, we only saw in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yelena, we saw in Black Widow, and she has a bit more development here too, which is good. Although I will say probably the best in terms of backstory and character goes to the villain Sentry, as we do spend some time with him, and we do feel for him in the tragedy of his backstory, just like the other characters. The action is also fun when it does happen, but I do kind of like that at the crux of the climax, it's not giant spectacle and using a lot of really big effects to do stuff. I like the direction that they went with in terms of the climax, but I won't give it away here. But even though there are some good positives here, like the actors and the characters and the backstories and how they work off each other, there is some parts of the movie that don't quite work. I'll say that in the first act, I was with this movie, but then the second act kind of goes down a little bit as it gets a little too quippy, and the relationship with the characters isn't really the best, which makes sense. They don't really know how to work together quite so well at that particular point of the movie, but it was a little annoying at times, and did kind of take me out of it. There is also one Thunderbolt in particular that gets virtually no screen time, and I won't give it away, but it did feel really abrupt and just like, oh, okay, I guess we're just not going to focus on this character then. Also, I am not so sure about the ending either. I don't know how some people are going to think about it. I guess it makes sense, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people were a bit divided by the end of the movie. But overall, the good stuff that's in this movie is pretty good, and this is a step in the right direction for the MCU in terms of quality. This is a thumbs up for me. I did enjoy it, and if you're a fan of the Marvel movies of any kind, you'll definitely get something out of this. Well, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.